Tanish, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Tanish, do you understand yesterday concept?
Yes, sir.
And you read that one from your books?
No, sir.
No, no. So at least you have to once revise now yesterday what we read.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just update your subject, Tanish. Then only it is easy for the upcoming chapters. Okay. So because of if you forget the previous concepts means so upcoming concept is very difficult to you. Okay. Anyway, so first we'll discuss about the purification techniques. Okay, so we have some different types of the purification techniques. So what are the names of the purification techniques we are using?
Sir, sublimation,
Sublimation, very good.
distillation,
Crystallization,
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 and that's it, sir.
some
I remember.
distillation,
Distillation.
distillation, solvent extraction, and chromatography technique. Total 5 methods are there. So what are the methods we are using in the purification of the organic compounds? Means we are using simple distillation. Okay, sorry. So sublimation process, crystallization process, okay, distillation process, solvent extraction, and chromatography technique. In this one, sublimation process can be used for the volatile compounds. Okay, so sublimation process can be used for the volatile solids. What is meant by the volatile solids? Means the solids which easily converted from one form to another form at room temperature. That we can call as a volatile compounds. Volatile compounds can be purified by the sublimation process. Okay, and crystallization process. Crystallization process. By using the crystallization process, we can remove the insoluble impurities. So which type of impurities we are going to be removed by the crystallization process means here, by using the crystallization process, we can remove the insoluble impurities. Crystallization process and sublimation process is applicable for solids. Crystallization process and sublimation process is applicable for solids. And the third method we are using as a distillation process. Third method we are using as here, distillation process. Okay, distillation process is applicable for Tanish. Distillation process is applicable for on screen only it is there.
Purification of liquids.
It is used for the purification of the liquids. Okay, it is used for purification of the liquids. How many types of the distillation process it is there means here? We have 4 types of the distillation process. How many types of the distillation process we are having? We have 4 types of the distillation process. In this one, first one is called as a simple distillation. Second one is called as a fractional distillation. Fractional distillation. Fractional distillation. Okay, and next one is called as a distillation under reduced pressure, or that is only we can call as a vacuum distillation. Vacuum distillation. And fourth one is called as a steam distillation. Okay, so next one is called as a steam distillation. In that one already, so we completed simple distillation method and fractional distillation method also we completed. Okay, so using the simple distillation method, we can separate the mixture of liquids into individual liquids. Which liquids we are going to be separated? The liquids which are having the boiling point temperature is greater than 40 degrees Celsius. That kind of liquids can be separated by the simple distillation method. Okay, and what are the examples for that one means? Benzene, aniline. Benzene, aniline can be separated by the simple distillation method only. Okay, at the same time, butane, N-hexane can be separated by the simple distillation method only. So that means they're having the greater the boiling point temperature difference. So that kind of liquids can be separated by the simple distillation method. And fractional distillation method. Fractional distillation method can be used to separation of the mixture of liquids into individual liquids. Which liquids we are going to be separated by means here, the liquids which are having nearby boiling point temperature. Okay, for that one, yesterday I had given example is crude oil. Crude oil is containing petrol, diesel, kerosene. Okay, so all these are they separated by the fractional distillation method. Okay, and what are the another examples also we can give means here acetone and methyl alcohol also can be separated by the fractional distillation method. Which ones are acetone and methyl alcohol? For example, acetone it is there. Sir, what is the boiling point temperature of the acetone means here? The boiling point temperature of the acetone is 330 Kelvin. How much here? 330 Kelvin. And methyl alcohol. And methyl alcohol. Okay, methyl alcohol. What is the boiling point temperature of the methyl alcohol means 338 Kelvin. So these two liquids can be separated by the fractional distillation method. Sir, how you are telling that these two liquids are can be separated by the fractional distillation method means once you checked out the boiling point temperatures, acetone is having 330 Kelvin and methanol is having 338 Kelvin. Okay, the boiling point temperature is greater than 40 degrees Celsius or less than 40 degrees Celsius. The boiling point temperature difference is greater than 40 degrees Celsius or less than 40 degrees Celsius, ma? Both. Samhita, how much difference it is there? Samhita, what is the boiling point temperature difference in between the acetone and methyl alcohol? Tanishk? Samhita, how much, ma? Tanishk?
So,
What's the boiling point temperature difference between two liquids here? How much difference it is there?
8, sir.
8 degrees, ma. If it is 8 degrees means either it is less than 40 or greater than 40.
Less than 20, sir.
Okay, so less than 30 or less than 40. If both are less than 40 means these two liquids can be separated by the fractional distillation method. These two are can be separated by the fractional distillation method. Fractional distillation method. Okay, so next we'll see the vacuum distillation method. Vacuum distillation method. The next important distillation method is here, vacuum distillation. Sir, what is meant by the vacuum distillation? Okay, and these also we can call as a distillation under reduced pressure. This also we can call as distillation under reduced pressure. Under reduced pressure. Distillation under reduced pressure. Okay, now let us see. So distillation under reduced pressure. Sir, what is meant by the distillation under reduced pressure means every liquid it has a particular boiling point temperature. Every liquid it has a particular boiling point temperature. Okay, now if you want to check it out means you can check it out what are the liquids you are purchasing outside also. Okay, in that one if you see means the on bottles they mention some description. They mention some description. Okay, so for example, water is there. What is the boiling point of the water? Tanish, what is the boiling point of the water?
Boiling point.
Water boiling point temperature.
Sir, option. Sir, more than 40?
100 degrees centigrade. It is a
I
constant.
know
Huh?
that.
Water is going to be boils at 100 degrees centigrade. What is the freezing point of the water means it is a 0 degrees centigrade. Okay. So boiling point of the water is it is 100 degrees centigrade and freezing point temperature is here 0 degrees. So like that every liquid, if you are using some petrol, diesel, kerosene also particularly they are having the boiling point temperature. Okay. And oils also, we are using some oils while cooking on the top. They also having some boiling point temperature. So every liquid it has a particular boiling point temperature. But some liquids in there, whenever you're going to heat up to the respective boiling point temperature means they undergoes to the decomposition reaction. Okay, they undergoes to the decomposition. Sir, what is meant by the decomposition reaction means here they splits into different molecules. They splits into different molecule. Okay, so then how we can separate that kind of liquids means here by reducing the pressure. Okay, sir, what happen if the pressure is reduces means at low pressure only liquid is going to be boils. Whenever the pressure is going to be decreases means at low pressure only liquid is going to be boil. Okay, actually, simply I'll tell one thing. If you observe at homes means we are using as a pressure cookers. All of you, everyone we knows here. Why we are using as a pressure cookers, ma? Aditi, Samhita, Sai Akshit, Tanish. For which reason we are using as a pressure cookers in the cooking process? All of you know what is meant the pressure cooker. Aditi is giving answer.
Yes, sir. It means like cooking under a reduced pressure or at a certain temperature.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So why we are using as a pressure cooker means one is time is reduced and fuel consumption also it is reduced. Okay. And so here what by using the pressure cooker you are using as a water. That water is converted to the vapor form and it releases the high latent heat of energy. Okay. Is any possibility is that to hold the vapor? Steam. If any possibility is that to hold the steam in your hands or something. Otherwise, if you place the hand in your steam means the skin is comes outside. It is having that much of heat energy. Okay. So that's why. So it is because of it is reduces the time, everything. That's why we are using as a pressure cooker. Otherwise, if you use open container means it takes so much time for the cooking process. Okay. If you use open vessels and all for the cooking process means it takes so much time. Okay, so that's why on behalf of that one we are using as a pressure cookers. Okay, here also some liquids are okay, they boils at one particular boiling point temperature. Okay, if you heat at up to that boiling point temperature means they undergoes to the decomposition and they split into different molecules. To overcome that one we have to reduce the pressure inside of the container. How we can reduce the pressure means by using the vacuum pump. If we use the vacuum pump means we can reduce the pressure also now. Okay, and what is the best example to reduce the increase of the pressure means here we are using as a two-wheeler tubes it will be there. Okay, if air is not sufficient, air is not there means these vehicles are they moves properly ma to reduce the friction in automobiles. To reduce the friction, what we are doing? We are filling the air in a tubes only na tires and at all we are filling the air.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so why we are filling the air? Why we are filling the air ma? And we can increase the pressure, we can reduce the pressure also. Okay, if you want to reduce the pressure also we can decrease, we can reduce by using that pumps also in na. Okay, so here also by using the vacuum pump we can reduce the pressure. If you reduce the pressure means at low pressure only liquid is going to be boils. Okay, if it is boils means by boiling that one we can separate from the mixture of liquids into individual liquid. Sir, which type of liquids can be separated by the vacuum distillation means here glycerol. So which we are going to be separated, Mark? So glycerol can be separated. Okay. So glycerol. And glycerin also we are going to be separated from the soap oil. Okay, so which one is going to be separated, ma? Glycerin is going to be separated from the spent lye. Okay, spent lye is nothing but soap oil we can call. Okay, oh sorry. So glycerol. So glycerol also is going to be separated by the vacuum distillation. Glycerol can be separated from spent lye. Spent lye. So what is meant by the spent lye? Means spent lye is nothing but soap oil. Soap oil. Sir, what is meant by the soap oil or something means here? Now, in a winter season, we are using as some soaps. Especially in winter season, we are using as some different soaps. What are the different soaps we are using means here? Anti-moisturizing soaps it will be there. You know that one? Tanish, Aditi, Samhita, you know what is meant by this anti-moisturizing soaps? Why we have to use as anti-moisturizing soaps in winter season? Anish. And we are using some creams also, anti-moisturizing creams also we are using. Why we have to use that one, ma?
So that like our skin doesn't get dried up.
Yes, ma. Okay. To overcome the dryness of the skin. Okay. To overcome of the dryness of the skin. How the skin is becoming as a dry? When the skin is exposed to the atmospheric air, it loses the water molecule. Actually, skin is containing the more water content, na? So when it is in a winter season and all, what happens? It loses the water molecule. Whenever it loses the water molecule, then only it becomes as a dry. To overcome that one, we are using as an anti-moisturizing soaps. At the same time, we are using as a moisturizing creams. If you apply the moisturizing creams, means they form as a some oil layer on the surface of the skin. Then it prevents the moisture. It prevents the evaporation of the water. Okay, so in that whatever the oil it is there in a soaps undertone, that how we are going to be separated means that can be separated by by using vacuum distillation method. Okay, and another examples also it is there. So what are the another examples can be separated by vacuum distillation method or distillation at a reducer pressure means here sugar cane method. Okay, so glycerin also it is purified. Glycerin. So glycerin also purified by okay. So vacuum distillation method. All of you know what is with the glycerin? For which purpose we are using as a glycerin, ma? Everyone we are using. I think so. Most of our Telugu people they use as a glycerin. How many members you know about the glycerin, ma? Samhita, Sai Akshit, Aditi, Tanishk. Tanishk, you know what is the glycerin?
No, sir.
You didn't get mouth ulcers, Tanishk?
Sir?
You didn't get mouth ulcers? Actually, mouth ulcers means inside of the mouth we can observe some small holes on the tongue. If the body temperature is more means that time we will get. At the same time, especially in winter seasons, they used to get.
Sir.
Okay. So whenever you got as a mouth ulcer means we are using some liquid, colorless liquid it will be there, which is in sweet in taste. Aditi, have you seen glycerin? Yeah. So
Sir, can you
glycerin,
repeat what you
whatever.
were saying?
Aditi, come again.
So you were asking something, right? I didn't hear you.
Yeah. So I'm asking, have you seen the glycerin or not?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So for which purpose we are using the glycerin means to reduce the mouth ulcers and all we are using. Okay. So that glycerin also it is purified by the vacuum distillation method. Okay. And what is the another one means here? Concentration of the sugarcane juice. Concentration of sugarcane juice also. Concentration of sugarcane juice. Concentration of sugarcane juice also it is done by the vacuum distillation method. So now you got the clarity, all of you here. Okay, then we'll go for the another method. Okay, so what is the last method we are having means here? Steam distillation method. Okay, so the last one is we are having is here steam distillation method. Steam distillation method. Okay, steam distillation method. Okay, so by using this method also we can separate the mixture of compound, mixture of liquids into individual liquids. Okay, sir, how we can separate it by the mixture of liquids into individual liquids means by passing of the steam. What is meant by the steam? All of you, what is meant by the steam?
So the vapor.
Very good.
Water
So
vapor.
steam, it is nothing but water vapor. Okay, so water vapor is containing how much temperature roughly? At what temperature you will get as a steam?
100.
100 degrees. Very good, Aditi. Okay, if we heat more than 100 or 100 degrees centigrade means the liquid is converted into the gaseous form. Whatever the gas it is, that is only we can call as a steam. So when you pass the steam through the mixture of liquids, okay, the liquid which is having nearby boiling point temperature with the steam. So that means you are telling that 100 is having, for example, if the steam is having 104 temperature, the steam is having 104 temperature. Okay, 104 degrees temperature it is having. Okay, the liquid which is having 104 degrees temperature liquid, that is also comes along with the steams. Okay, so by passing the steam distillation, by passing the steam through the mixture of liquids, we can separate the mixture of liquids into individual liquids is called as a steam distillation. Sir, which type of liquids we are going to be separated means, for example, orthonitrophenol is there. Orthonitrophenol. Okay, and para-nitrophenol is there. Para-nitrophenol, orthonitrophenol and para-nitrophenol. Orthonitrophenol and para-nitrophenol. Para-nitrophenol. Okay, so orthonitrophenol and para-nitrophenol can be separated by the steam distillation method. Sir, why we are separating by using the steam distillation means orthonitrophenol is having low boiling point temperature. The boiling point temperature is near to the steam here. The boiling point temperature is near to the steam. So that's why by passing the steam, we can separate the orthonitrophenol from the para-nitrophenol. Okay, and what is another example? Another liquid we are going to be separated by the steam distillation method means here orthohydroxybenzoaldehyde. Okay, orthohydroxybenzoaldehyde. Orthohydroxybenzoaldehyde. Okay, and what is another example means here orthohydroxyacetophenone. Orthohydroxyacetophenone. Acetophenone. Okay, so all these are we can separate by the steam distillation method. Okay, actually steam distillation method is follows the Dalton's law of partial pressure. All of you, how many members you know what is the Dalton's law of partial pressure? Dalton's law of partial pressure. Partial pressure. Okay, so steam distillation method is it follows the Dalton's law of partial pressure. So how many members you know about the Dalton's law of partial pressure? Which chapter you got means in states of matter chapter you got. States of matter. Gas laws are there. Boyle's law, Charles law, Avogadro's.
Sir, it means that the total
Come on, Aditi.
pressure exerted by a mixture of different gases is equal to the sum of the partial pressures, like the individual partial pressures.
Very good, man. the total pressure of the gas is equal to, it is the sum of the partial pressure of the gas, sum of the partial pressure of individual gases present in a mixture. So that is only we can write if the solution is containing two components. One is the solute and another one is the solvent. Okay, so that means total pressure, how we can write means here P total is equal to PA plus PB. Sir, what is meant the PA and what is meant the PB means the partial pressure exerted by the one component and the partial pressure exerted by the B component. Okay, if you add together mean that is only we can call as a total pressure. Okay, that is only we can call as a total pressure. So steam distillation method is follows the law of partial Dalton's law of partial pressure also. Okay, so now you got the clarity, sir. So all these are the different methods we are using the separation of mixture of liquids into individual liquids. So distillation process is especially for separation of the mixture of liquids into individual liquids. So now you got the clarity, everyone. Okay, next we will go for solvent extraction method. Next we'll go for solvent extraction method. Okay, so next what is the another method we are having means here solvent extraction method. Solvent extraction method. Okay, so what is the solvent extraction means here? Now only we had seen steam distillation method. So whenever you pass the steam through the mixture of liquids means, so the liquids which are having the nearby boiling point temperature of the steam that comes along with the steam outside. Okay, again that steam is that gas is passes through the condenser. If it is passes through the condenser means it is converted into the liquid form now. It is converted into liquid form. If it is converted into the liquid form means that liquid we are going to be collected in a receiver. Okay, that liquids we are going to be collect in a receiver. So whenever you collect in a receiver, we can observe as a two layers. Okay, we can observe as here two layers. What are the two layers we are going to be observe means? One is we can observe as an aqueous layer. Another one is we can observe as an organic layer. Okay, now for that one I want to give one example now. What is the best example which we can see in a daily life means here? Actually, oils are there. Okay, cooking oils, either gold winner or groundnut oil. If the oils are they placed in the water, either they are going to be floats on the water, otherwise they dissolve in your water. Oils. Tanishk, Aditi, Sai Akshit, Samhita. These oils are dissolved in the water, they won't dissolve.
So
They
they
don't also.
Aditi, Samhita is giving answer.
They
Samhita,
don't
dissolve.
they won't dissolve. At the same time, if the petrol, if you place in the water, means petrol is dissolving in a water. So many movies they are showing nowadays. Okay, if you place the petrol in water, means petrol is floats on the water. Okay, why the petrol oils they floats on the water? What is the reason? Because of the density of the oils, the density of the hydrocarbons are lesser than that of the water. Okay, so which one is having the more density means water is having the more density. So if you collect in a one receiver part means we can observe as a two layers. In that one is called as a aqueous layer. One is called as a aqueous layer. Okay, another one is called as a organic layer. Another one is called as a organic layer. Aqueous layer is more denser. Okay, aqueous layer is more denser than that of the organic layer. Okay, now after collecting this one, how we can separate this mixture of liquids? One is the water layer is there, another one is organic layer is there. How we can separate these two, ma? How we are going to be separated? How we are going to be separated means we are using as a separating funnel. Okay, we are using as a separating funnel. Sir, how it will be the separating funnel means it will be like this. Sorry, I'm not getting exact diagram, but Anyway, diagram it will be like this. In your laboratory, have you seen or not? I don't know exactly. Okay. So it is the separating funnel. We have some lid also. Okay. Now, if you place these two mixture of liquids in this one, okay. So if you place the mixture of liquids means here we can observe as a two layers. So one is called as a aqueous layer, another one is having the organic layer. Okay. So then how we can separate means slowly if you start the tap, if you release the tap means, okay, if you release the tap means here we'll get as a drop wise drop. Now water is comes outside drop wise drop. If you collect the whole water, so once you collect the whole water means then we can stop the lead. Okay, so once we can stop the, so this dropper means here, so we can separate the oil separately, water also separately. Now we will get as a water separately and oil also separately. So by using the solvent extraction, sir, which type of solvent means here? Solvent extraction method can be used for solids as well as liquids. Okay, so solvent extraction method can be used solids as well as liquids also. Okay, in that one, the liquid, the substance which is highly soluble in a water and partially soluble in a organic solvent, that components can be separated by the solvent extraction method. Now we got the clarity, all of you? All of you got the clarity or not until here? Separation techniques.
Yes,
Okay. Now the last one. So what is the last one we are having means here? Chromatography technique. Okay. We are having means here chromatography technique. Chromatography. Chromatography technique. Okay. So in this one, actually chromatography is the Greek word. So chromatography is the Greek word. According to the Greek word, chroma means color and graphy is writing. Okay, so what is the chromatography means here? Color writing. Who proposed the color chromatography technique means here? So TWET scientist, TWEST, TWET scientist. Okay, so this is the scientist name, TWEST. TWET scientist is that. He's a botany scientist. He's a botany scientist. He introduced the chromatography. Okay, sir, first why they had done in botany only means here. If you see in botany, so botany is related the studying of the plants only. Na? This botany is related to studying of the plants. Have you seen the plants, ma? If you see the plants means root is having one color, stem is having one color, leaves are having one color, flowers are having one color. Is it right or not? Okay, so that means plants are having different color pigments. Plants are having here different color pigments. Okay, color pigments. So to separate that color pigments, he used as a chromatography technique. Okay, to separate the color pigments, he used as a chromatography technique. Okay, actually, chromatography is depends upon two things. Okay, so chromatography is depends upon here two things. What are the two things means here? Chromatography is depends upon the stationary phase. STATIONARY, stationary phase. Okay, another one is mobile phase. Another one is here mobile phase. Okay, so chromatography technique is completely depends upon the two things. What are the two things means here? One is called as a stationary phase, another one is called as a mobile phase. So what is meant by the stationary phase means here immovable phase. Okay, so which cannot be moved, that we can call as a stationary phase. Stationary phase, it may be solid or liquid. Solid or liquid. Stationary phase, it may be solid or liquid. Okay, again mobile phase, it may be mobile means they can move from one place to another place. Is solids are they can move from one place to another place, ma? Is solids are they can move from one place to another place, Tanishk?
Sir?
Is solids are they can move from one place to another place.
Solid. No, sir.
They cannot be moved here. So which one are they can move means liquids. If you pour the liquids on the ground means here they can move from one place to another places. At the same time, gases are they can move from one place to another place. So according to that one, which we can take as a mobile phase means mobile phase we can consider it as a liquids and gases. Okay, so liquids and gases we can consider it as a mobile phase. Okay, again, based on the stationary phase, we have a different types of the chromatography. We have a two types of the chromatography. Based on the stationary phase, we have a two types of the chromatography techniques. Okay, sir, what are the two types of the chromatography techniques we are having means? One is adsorption chromatography, adsorption chromatography, and second one is called as a partition chromatography. Partition chromatography. Okay, partition chromatography. So these two are the different methods. Sir, how they classified two chromatography techniques means based on the stationary phase. Based on the stationary phase, chromatography is classified into two types. One is adsorption chromatography. Another one is called as a partition chromatography. Okay, so remaining part, so we'll discuss in tomorrow class. Because of if I start also, I can't complete this one. Until that, at least I'll show some video. Chromatography techniques, I'll show the video one. Okay, just be hold online. 1 second, I'll show within 1 minute. Have you observed this kind of diagrams, ma? Have you seen this one? They showed some diagrams here. Okay, so this is an example of the chromatography. Okay, and practically means this one. It is exactly one. Okay, it is example of the paper chromatography, which we are doing in laboratory also. Okay, especially chromatography techniques can be used in the pharmaceutical industries. Where they are using this technique means here, pharmaceutical industries. So for which purpose they are using means to separate the mixture of components into individual components. Okay, to remove the impurities also they are using as a chromatography techniques. Okay, so this one is the paper chromatography. Paper chromatography is the example of partition chromatography. All of you are getting the screen, ma?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
In
Yes,
this
sir.
one diagram it is there.